Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. It's my first day of 2 off, and I have a lot of stuff to do today around here. I'm going to show you what it's like living in an RV. We do have 2 of them, so maybe kind of cheating that way, but there is 7 of us, so forgive me on that one for not being so true to the RV life. But we do live in these full time. I do have a shed kitchen that is in the process of being put together. We do use it. Got to clean that up today. It might rain. I hope it does, but I hope it doesn't. Does that make sense? Like, if it doesn't rain, it's going to be very hot. If it does rain, then I can't do the stuff outside I need to do. So I'm going to start by cleaning up in here. It's a mess. We have a lot of kids in and out. I've been at work, they've been at home all day by themselves. We do clean up every day. Every single day we clean up. Every single day my kids after dinner do the dishes. But it was almost the weekend. I don't know about you, but I let them slide one day. So I had to finish up the dishes from last night. And then my plan today is I've got to make these freezer sandwiches. These are English muffins, sausage, and egg, and cheese. And so I make a big batch of these ahead of time, and I did this last time. Turned out perfect. Loved them. The only thing is I forgot to look into was the cost. Like, how much does it cost just to buy them already made? And that's one thing when you're cooking ahead of time, which I am trying to do, just help me because I do cook every night. I don't cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I don't like breakfast. The kids make their own, but I do make ahead meals for them, like oatmeal. I had some blueberries and I bought some apples. So I made a whole thing of oatmeal in the crock pot, the instant oatmeal, or the quick oats is what you call them. And I put apples and cinnamon and blueberries, and then I put them in Ziploc bags so they can pull them out of the freezer and throw them in the microwave, and they've got breakfast. Or waffles. I made blueberry waffles. Last time I did chocolate and cinnamon and then plain waffles, and that a whole big box of Bisquick waffle mix. Of course I don't buy the Bisquick, I shop at Aldi's. I love Aldi's better than Walmart. I'm just gonna say that. So I do the whole box at once, and you really have to make sure if you are doing this to calculate it. Like, you can buy the freezer waffles, how much it is per individual versus how much it costs to make your own. Right now it's a few cents cheaper. So if I really need to start watching when stuff like that goes on sale. I don't think Bisquick mix goes on sale really, like to make it a whole lot cheaper. But as far as meat goes, like for my freezer sandwiches, like the sausage or ham, I need to buy that on clearance, freeze it, cook it, make patties out of it so I can do these breakfast sandwiches. So even though I don't cook breakfast, because I don't eat breakfast in the morning. I am a coffee, and then I usually wait till 1, my blood sugar drops so low I have to eat something, or 2, just dinner. I only eat once a day. And that works for me. I'm happy with that. Depends on the amount of work I do. If I do a lot of work, I do have to eat some kind of protein, something. If I am just doing light work, I can get away with just waiting till dinner. But I do like to have those things. I don't want my kids eating cereal constantly. That's boring to me. So I make different things that they can throw, ahead of time. So we're going to be doing that today. We need to do some outside chores if I get around to it. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today, and it depends on the weather. Basically, I am doing laundry here, which is the old-fashioned method. I don't have a washer and dryer hooked up here. That is coming soon. Tim is getting that in the works. Stay tuned for that in my little shed. But I do hand wash them. I have a little machine that's like an RV type. You've probably seen them, maybe you haven't. It spins and then I hang dry them. So I don't like going to the laundromat. We have a lot of laundry. It takes maybe 2 hours to do all of it. But I don't want to share my stuff with other people's stuff. My underwears with their underwears. That to me is weird. I will do it because some of our stuff is really muddy. Like, we live out in the country and it's really muddy, ticky, buggy, and it's good to get that all washed off. But my little thing does a pretty good job. The only thing is, like, hang drying clothes, your towels can get crunchy. And last time I did it, I used fabric softener in the rinse cycle. I tried the vinegar, like you're supposed to put vinegar in your rinse cycle. That didn't work for me. It wasn't fluffy like the dryer. I'm spoiled on a dryer. So we just leave it crunchy. Ain't no big deal, because the amount of fabric softener that you have to put in a small load for it to not be crunchy is a lot. And I just worry that I got kids with skin sensitivities, and that all that fabric softener on their skin, or on anybody's skin, I don't think would be very good. I'm rambling. Just a fun fact. This is our first time having any kind of animal, and so I was just like, man, raising your own chickens is expensive. You know that, but you know what's in it, and the eggs taste better. Like, store-bought eggs don't have no flavor because they don't raise them right. So I was just doing a little math, the total cost. We have not got eggs yet. From start to finish, like, we didn't have anything because we have never had chickens before. Fencing, electric fencing, coops, and food, and the cost of the birds. Like, we bought ours at Atwood's. I am not going to raise a chicken by myself again. I think the mama hen should do it because it's a big mess, and I just would like to see a mama with her babies being raised that way. I think that's pretty awesome. It's harder because of predators more, but I'm not going to go to an Outwood store and buy them because of the COVID situation. You couldn't handle them, you couldn't pick them out. They did it, and they did it wrong. Like, they were doing opposite of what the old wives tell do to hang them up, and if they hold still, it's a rooster hen, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, they did it opposite of what everybody else is saying. But what I did find out is we have half hens and half roosters. So their method, either which way you want to go, was 50-50. So we could have just scooped them up anyway and probably had a better chance. So that's that. We got to get more hens, because I have, I think, 4 roosters so far, and that's what we know. There could be one more rooster. I bought a sexed hen. It was banded. I paid a little extra for it. The tail feathers say otherwise. He hasn't crowed though, so it's a good sign. Good sign. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Watch this. By the way, I painted this door this green, and then I did this myself. But anyway, gonna show you a mess. Get ready, guys. Here's a mess. Here's a big mess. There's a big mess. We're gonna get this cleaned up today. We're gonna get all cleaned up.
So we got the house, the RV somewhat clean. I mean, it's pretty clean. This was gonna look like. Look how good it looks when it's all clean. Bear's been hoping not. Dishes are done. Floor has been swept. But of course, Bear has been in and out all day. In and out. So I swept the floor twice and I've got to do it again. So now we're gonna make the breakfast sandwiches, and I got these from Aldi's. These were $1.15 for 6. Yes, 6 of these. So I'm making 12, so $1.15. And then I got, and here's the part where, oh, I got maple flavored. Gross. I hate, well, I won't be eating any of these. Here's the part where, this cost me for 18 patties, and all I gotta do is throw them in the oven for a little bit. $5.86 I think at Aldi's, and so that's where it's a little bit expensive. If I can get a cheaper price, and I'm sure I could, I was just at Aldi's, needed to make these, and that's when I was like, I really need to start calculating these. But they're fully cooked breakfast sausages, and then a carton of eggs is 88 cents. So what I do is I whip up the eggs, and I'm going to use less eggs this time, because last time I used 12 and it would get me 12 eggs. It would get me 12 sandwiches, but I put them in the freezer, and Tim said that it took longer for them to go from frozen to where this was kind of getting burnt and the cheese was getting burnt and the eggs were still frozen, so they were a little bit too thick. So I'm going to use less eggs in here. I'm going to use probably 7 or 8, and we'll see how thin that goes. But I cook them in here. I don't scramble them up because that wouldn't stay on here very well. So I pour it all in here and then slice it, add some milk and if you want to add seasoning, and then I will let everything cool off, assemble it, and then wrap it in foil and save these bags, because 3 will fit in here once they're made, and that just saves you from having to use a bunch of Ziploc bags to store them in. So 3 will fit back in here full. Recycle this stuff, because why not? And then put them in the freezer, and I can't tell you how long they keep in the freezer, because it don't last very long in my family. They're gone within a couple of weeks. 12 would be like 1 for everybody, and last time I did like 4 of these, and that lasted 2 weeks, so that's a lot. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll show you what the end product looks like. Now we got the shed cleaned out, and we got the breakfast cooling off. Breakfast sandwiches, and I've got chickens trying to get in my kitchen after I just cleaned it. Little buttholes. Hi, Guinea. Yeah, they come up here all the time. I don't let them stay very long because they poop, but they're pretty good. And then okay, here we are. We're done with the sandwiches. It looks so pretty. So don't put them back in the cardboard. Discard the cardboard and put them in. Stack them this way. You can fit them in that. Don't have to use no more sandwich bags. Just a helpful little tip. Reuse, recycle, do as much as you can, because we are a very wasteful society and we take things for granted. So by reusing things a second time, you know, that helps. I think so. I probably won't use them again, but that's alright. So I did the math a little wrong. I did my counting a little wrong. I should have bought 3 of these, because I could have made 18 sandwiches because that was the amount in the sausages. So I did the math. Here's a little cost breakdown. For Jimmy Dean 8 count, it's $1.21 per sandwich. And then the Walmart brand is $3.28, which is 81 cents per sandwich. Mine was a little off because I didn't do the math right, but I still got cheese left over. I have eggs left over. I didn't use all the eggs and I didn't use all the cheese. So my bread, I should have got 3 of them at $1.15. Sausage $5.28 for 18 of them. Eggs 88 cents. Cheese was $1.96. I guessed. That makes a total of $11.57 for 18 sandwiches. 64 cents each. I beat it. Yes, not by much. But I tell you what, now that I have done this and I know the prices of sausage and cheese and eggs and when they go on sale, I will definitely stock up. I will definitely do this again, but if it's not on sale, it's still a good bargain. So we're just gonna leave you at that. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. We're gonna finish cleaning up around here because I made another big mess, and finish doing laundry. I will leave you with chickens, and come back and watch me again. Bye.